try to have fun. If there's anything that I'm offering that you're not into, just leave it behind. And if you're missing anything, feel free to bring it. So let's start seated just briefly in any comfortable position. Tightly cross-legged in Sukhasana. A little more wide open in Tadasana. You're welcome to sit back on the heels in Virasana if you need a little quad relief. And if you do, you've got two options for the feet. To have the toes pointed, the entire top of the foot grounded, or the toes tucked, which is a nice release for the plantar fascia and the soles. But no matter how you've chosen to sit, no matter how you've decided to be, let your breath begin to deepen. That beautiful link that unites the mind to the body to the soul, creating the union that is yoga. Maybe you close your eyes, knocking out a bit of the external information and stimulation so that you can really tune in to the sensation of the breath filling you completely, profoundly. With the exhalations, you empty not only of the physical breath, but perhaps of emotional toxins or energy that you don't need to carry on your mat with you right now. And maybe upon these next few breaths, you just explore a little bit of subtle motion with the head or the shoulders. You choose. If there's any motion that feels like it would get the prana-infused breath really rolling around you, through you, with you, right to where it's needed. Fully aware that these tiny, subtle movements have an immense effect on the rise and fall, the expansion and contraction, that constant flux of energy that unites us all to all there is. And if that's too much for now, you might just notice how good it feels to take a whole, complete breath. To let your belly grow round. To feel each tiny muscle between every rib expand as the lungs inflate. The spine lengthens, the crown rises, and if it would feel good, open up your mouth. Let an exhalation roll out. Let your chin drop toward your chest, your spine round a bit. And with the next inhalation, lengthen up. Might feel good to roll the shoulders back a little. Plant the palms down on the knees for grounding or facing up for receiving, whichever feels right for right now. The inhalation fills you. Become aware of the spaciousness of this moment. You choose through nose or mouth. Let the exhale go, emptying. Feel free to slouch a little, to round a bit. As that last bit of breath seeps down into the earth, feel yourself anchored to your mat, to your practice. Follow the next inhalation upward. This one single breath simultaneously lifts and expands in all directions. At the top of that breath, completely full, see if you've got any space to sip in just a little more breath. And if you do, notice that upward lift, the prana vayu. Let the exhale go, let it all out. Aware of that downward flow, the apana vayu. With your next inhalation, reach up both arms until the palms meet overhead. As you exhale, draw the hands down to the heart, interlacing the fingers along the way. Give a tight squeeze. And with the inhale, do a little liquid dance with the hands rolling through the wrists. Maybe working some pops and cracks out of the fingers. A full cycle of breath here. Maybe a little pull on the fingers as well. Get a nice release through the metacarpals, the carpals. And with your next inhalation, pause. Give another squeeze, a massage for those joints in the hands. With the exhale, flip them inside out. Press the hands toward me. Let your chin fall to your chest, your spine round. As you inhale, send the palms toward the sky, really pressing through the thumb side of the hand. And with the exhale, let's release into a twist to the right. Take the left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Pause for a breath that rolls all the way up through the central energy channel, situated in the middle of the spine. With the exhale, everything softens from the shoulders to the belly. Maybe the twist naturally deepens. As you inhale, turn the gaze forward. With the exhale, just twirl into your twist to the other side. Now pause for one breath in stillness. The only thing moving, this single inhalation. With the exhale, let everything soften. The twist deepens if it needs to. As you inhale, turn the gaze forward. With the exhale, plant the palms on the earth in front of you. Roll over the knees into tabletop position. As you land, with the knees beneath the hips, the hands below the shoulders, allow yourself a sway side to side. Let the spine get a little snaky as it begins to mobilize. And then pause for a breath in. Press the earth away with the hands, the knees, the tops of the feet. Spread the toes. As you exhale, child's. Just this one release of breath to pick up that rounded form. With your inhale, lift it up into cat pose. Chin tucked into the chest until the shoulders are just above the fingertips. Dip into cow as the lungs completely inflate. With the exhale, the sacrum is drawn back toward the heels, not quite into child's, into cat. Inhaling, you take your shift forward, really pressing through the upper back. As you dip into cow, flip the fingers to point in toward one another. With the exhale, you slide back and then up into cat, chin to chest. Inhale and you move forward. Exhale and you cruise back. With the inhale, move your cat pose forward and flip the fingers to point in toward the knees. Drop into cow pose. Exhale and you'll cruise back. It's okay if the heels of the hands lift a bit. Round into cat pose. Inhale to cruise forward until you've got to dip into your modified cow. Exhale, one more round like this. Take your rolling cat-cow as the shoulders stack above fingertips. Flip the palms to face the normal way. And then pause in cow pose. With the exhalation, I'm going to flip the hands upside down. The majority of the weight balanced in the knees. If this hurts your wrists, just leave it out. But if it's okay, pause for one inhalation. With the exhale, flip them back the normal way. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Bend the elbows, lower the heart to the earth between the hands. And with an inhale, slide onto the thighs, the belly, the forearms for a Sphinx pose just to get out of the wrist. As you exhale, let your head wander a few circles or figure eights in each direction. Sahaja Sphinx. Spontaneous curiosity. Just notice any warmth in the forearms that's come from warming up the wrists. Keeping them supple helps for inversions like handstands. One more inhale. As you exhale, slowly lower down to the mat. Slide your hands back in line with your heart. As you inhale, peel up into a low cobra. Elbows in, shoulders low. With the exhale, descend all the way back down to your mat. A little pull on the heels of the hands helps lengthen the spine as you dip. Send the legs a little further back. And with your inhale, let's peel up into one more Bhujangasana, maybe even higher. The navel might lift off the earth. As you exhale, slow lower down. Inhale, tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale into downward facing dog. As the hips lift, the head goes heavy. And here, a couple of breaths to pedal through the feet or roll in and out of plank, any way you like, or feel free to come along with me. With your inhale, lifting up high onto your toes. Exhale, and the heels can drop to the right. As you inhale, come back through the center, lift the right leg any amount from toes hovering off the earth to way up in the sky. As you exhale, a big curtsy. Bend the left knee as you tap the right toes all the way off the left edge of the mat. And with your inhale, just drag the right foot back onto the mat into downward facing dog. If you're still with me and you want more, with the exhale, take the right hand back to reach for the left ankle, little twist. Might feel good to bend the left knee. If you've twisted, with the inhale, come back to down dog, lift up onto your toes, heavy head, long neck. Exhale, and the heels drop over to the left. Nice release in the right side of the body. And an inhale brings you through down dog. Lift the left leg, spread the toes no matter how high they are. Exhale as your big curtsy. Inhale. Slide the left toes back over to mirror the right and down dog. And with the exhale, left hand reaches back for the right ankle if you're twisting. Inhale, down dog, lift onto your toes. As you exhale, take a bend in the knees. Doesn't matter how deep, just as much as feels good. From the belly toward the thighs. As you inhale, straighten the knees, lift up onto the toes. Exhale into another bend. Can be deeper or shallower, whatever you need. And with the inhale, lift up as if the hips were being pulled by the breath. Exhale into one more bend. And inhale to lift up. This time gaze up between the thumbs. With the exhale, tiptoe or walk up to where your gaze is. Land with the feet about hips width distance apart. As you inhale, lengthen the spine a little. You might give the tail a little wag. See if you can find some space in the belly. With the exhale, fold into that space. Let your knees soften. Bring the hands up to cradle the head, interlacing the fingers at the back of the skull, right where it meets the base of the spine. Now use the heels of the hands to massage there. As you take a sway, if you'd like, you might make it really linear, like a pendulum. Or you might go more fluid, maybe even bending the right knee as you sway right, left knee as you sway left. One more inhale brings you to the center if you're in motion. Keep your hands as they are. With the exhale, bend the knees any amount from just a tiny little soft bit to a deep squat. Hands still at the back of the head. As you inhale, roll up to stand. The breath floods the legs. They straighten. Rises through the spine. It aligns. As the head stacks on top, the hands help lift it a little higher. Maybe the thumbs massage the neck. Option with the exhale to lean the head back into the cradle of the hands. If you have, with the inhale, straighten up, lift up. As you exhale, hinge to your right. The hips press left. Right hand supports the head. As you inhale, it presses the head back up on top of the spine. Lengthen all the way out. With the exhale, take it to the left. It's not the left hand supporting the head. As you inhale, lift. Reach up, palms unite in Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, draw the hands past the head, beyond the heart, down to the shins. Inhaling, press into the shins to lengthen from tailbone through crown. As you exhale, let the hands just slide down to the tops of the feet. Head goes heavy, knees can bend a little. And with your inhale, roll up to stand. Twirl the wrists as you rise. With the exhale, roll your shoulders back. Inhale and we'll reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Palms to shins or fingers low. With the inhale, lift about halfway up. And with the exhale, fold right back down. As you inhale, rise up. This time, reach straight up. Urdhva Hastasana, palms unite. You can lift the gaze toward them if that feels okay on the neck. And with the exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Full release. Inhale and the spine lengthens for Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, let's step the left foot back into a lunge. Inhale and we'll peel the right fingers up toward the sky. Exhale into plank pose. As you inhale, shift to the tips of the toes. Exhaling, lower the knees to the earth. Bend the elbows no more than 90 degrees for a half chaturanga. Inhale to cobra pose. As you exhale, press through tabletop into downward facing dog. There's your first option you're welcome to stick with. With your inhale, rise up onto your toes. With the exhalation, let's drop the heels over to the right. Bend the knees if it feels good to scrunch in. And as you inhale, rise up onto your toes in down dog. With the exhale, take that over to the left. Inhale, down dog. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Alright, with the exhalation, you're going to try something a little funky. Take a bend in the left knee. Now you're going to hop the left foot up toward the hands. And then step the right foot back into a lunge. So it's just the left foot that's moved up. Good. As you inhale, reach both arms up, crescent lunge. With the exhale, sweep the arms back into a hovering lunge. Press into the back toes so the heel stacks above them. Inhale and we'll reach back into our crescent. Exhale and we'll open up, warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. One deep breath in, maybe a little rise, widen your stance if you need, loosen up if you want. And with the exhale, set the gaze, the drishti out over the front fingers. Inhaling, reverse warrior. Those front fingers reach to the sky as the right hand meets the back of the right leg. With your exhale, cartwheel your hands down to surround the left foot. Sweep that left foot back into a hovering plank. Now you can keep the left leg lifted, or you can lower it as you bend the elbows for chaturanga. Half is always welcome. Inhale to cobra or up dog, both feet to the earth. Exhale into downward facing. In down dog, let's take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, sigh the exhalation away. And with your next inhale, lift up onto your toes. Drishti up between the thumbs. Exhaling, bend your knees. Empty of breath, step or hop to the top of the mat. As you inhale, we'll lengthen the spine to about parallel with the earth. The arms can be heavy. They can reach back for some spine strengthening or forward for some core. With the exhale, fold. You're welcome to hug the legs if you'd like. Inhale, and we'll rise up, reach up. Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, we're folding right back down into Uttanasana. Inhale, and the spine lengthens for Ardha. With the exhale, step the right foot back into a lunge. Inhale, and the left fingers peel upward, heart opens. Exhale into plank pose. As you inhale, shift to the tips of the toes. Exhaling, lower to a half or a full chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale into down dog. Let's continue to loosen up a little. As you inhale, rise up onto your toes. Exhaling, drop the heels to the left. If you'd like, bend the knees. If you want, reach the right arm up overhead. And with your inhale, shift back to the center, down dog. Give your head a little wobble. With the exhale, drop the heels to the right. Bend the knees if you'd like. Lift the left arm if you want the lateral stretch. Inhale for down dog. Good. Right leg to the sky. As you exhale, lower the right foot to the earth because I said the wrong side. As you inhale, lift the left leg. With the exhale, hop the right foot up toward the hands. Drop the left foot back into your lunge. Inhale and the arms reach up, crescent. With the exhale, sweep them back for your hovering lunge. Inhale, back up to Anjaneyasana. And exhaling, we'll open up Virabhadrasana 2. One inhalation, allow a little lightness, a little wobble. As you exhale, set the drishti ahead. Inhale for reverse warrior. Really reach through the right fingers. Get the length through the right side. And with the exhale, cartwheel the hands down to surround the right foot. And then send the right foot back into that hovering plank. Half for full chaturanga, option to keep the right leg lifted. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Deep breath in through your nose. Out through the nose to retain heat, through the mouth to release some. We'll take 2 more rounds of breath here, in stillness or in motion. If you'd like a little articulation in the spine, you might consider lifting onto your toes with an inhale, rolling out into plank. And with the exhale, gliding back into down dog. 1 more round, your way. Next inhale, lift up onto your toes. Let the shoulders stack above the wrists. You can see them from this vantage point. As you exhale, press way back into that hovering child's pose, knees bent. Now empty a breath, step or hop forward. If you're hopping, strive to stack the shoulders above the wrists again. And then set the feet down. Beautiful. Now with the feet hips width distance apart, peace fingers and thumbs clasp the big toes. As you inhale, pull up on the toes, get long through the spine. With the exhale, snuggle the lower abdomen toward the upper thighs. Crown reaches toward the earth. Stay low, continuously pulling on the toes. Or rise and fall with the breath, bringing back in that sense of fluidity. With your next exhalation, release your toes. Soft bend in your knees. As you inhale, roll up to stand. Let the arms be heavy, just dangling from the girdles. With the exhale, roll the shoulders back into the sockets. Lean the weight into the right foot. With an inhale, draw the left foot up for tree pose. Let it land where it wishes against the leg, and then lock the drishti, the gaze, onto a stable point ahead. Right hip draws in toward the center line. The palms unite to define it. With the next inhale, lift your prayer up overhead. Feel the ribcage lengthen. As you exhale, squeeze the elbows down into angel wings. That squish between the blades, that warmth in the rhomboids. And with your inhale, reach the hands back up overhead. As you exhale, draw them down past the eyes. As they hit the heart, we'll start to move into standing split, sending the left toes toward the sky. The hands can slide down the standing leg to the ankle, or they can just drop to the earth. 1 breath in. Wherever you are with the exhale, plant the palms, shoulder width distance apart, just beneath the shoulders. Give a little squeeze into the fingertips. And with the inhale, lift up onto your right toes. Now again, check out the shoulders, stacking above the wrists. As you exhale, lower the right heel, little bend in the knee. Now a few calf raises here, just tipping some weight into the hands, working on that grip with the fingertips. Or you can take some tiny hops off of that standing foot. If you do, really press the left toes into the sky as you send the earth a little deeper with the hands. Draw the rib cage in toward the spine. And the next time the right foot meets the mat, let the left foot land on the left palm for Tadasana. Slide the right hand beneath the right foot. I invite you to bend your knees for the first breath in, really pulling up on the feet to get a release through the wrists, through the shoulders. And with your exhale, let yourself fold. The knees straighten any amount. The head goes a little heavier. For a few breaths here, use the pose as you need. Whether that's in stillness, the prana-infused breath flowing through the sacred shape you've created, or whether you're in motion, using the toes to massage the hands. You might even spin the elbows in toward the shins for an extra release in the forearms. For one more inhale. With the exhale, release the hands, bend the knees. Use a full inhale to roll up to stand. Circle the wrists as you rise. And with the exhale, roll the shoulders back. Lean the weight into the left foot. And inhale, the right toes tracing up the inside of the leg for tree. With an exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the heart. Follow the inhale from the roots through the standing sole up the leg. As it meets the heart, lift the hands up overhead. And with the exhale, go for your angel wings, your cactus arms. Inhale to reach back up. Tips of the fingers unite, the first knuckle, the heels of the hands. Full exhale to draw the hands down into your standing split. Take it super slow, bullet dodging matrix style. And at the bottom, we'll pause for a breath in. With a breath out, ground the palms. Fingers spread wide apart. With the inhale, lift up onto the left toes. See the shoulders stack above the wrists. You're halfway there. With the exhale, come out of it, dropping the heel, bending the knee. And now choose a few beautiful calf raises, balancing just by stacking the joints, shoulders over wrist. Or if you choose to hop, you're going for that same alignment, just adding the hips stacked above the shoulders, above the wrists. I suggest keeping on lifting the right toes toward the sky. Let the left leg just be heavy. That's the icing on the cake. Next time the left foot lands, just lower the right down beside it. As you inhale, roll up to stand. You can circle the wrists or give a shimmy of the shoulders as you rise. With the exhale, roll the shoulders back in the sockets. Let's pause in Tadasana for a deep breath in with all 10 toes grounded firmly. Feel the body fill from the ground up. your own strength expansive. As the exhale flows back down from sky to earth, you see the softer side of you. Breathe in. And let it out. One more full round of breath. With your next inhale, reach up. Feel free to add a little arch if that feels good on the spine. Leave it if it doesn't. With the exhale, fold into Uttanasana. Option to reach the arms back alongside the hips. With the inhale, lift halfway up. If the arms are back, leave them there. With the exhale, we're stepping or hopping to Chaturanga for a flow, straight to down dog for a rest if you prefer. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Make your way, continuing to choose what's best. Exhale into down dog. With an inhalation, we're going to lift the right leg up to the sky. With the exhale, just take a tiny hop off the left foot and land right back in your three-legged dog. Good. Let's take a few more of those. Well done. Now with your next exhalation, you're going to do a little hop switch. So as the left foot leaves the mat, you'll send the right foot forward toward the hands. Left toes back, so you're in your lunge. Are you with me? Right foot forward. Yes. Inhaling, reach straight up into Anjaneyasana. Shake it off now. With the exhale, sweep back into your hovering lunge. Inhale, back up, Anjaneya. Exhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. Good. Take a breath in, situate. With the exhale, gaze forward. Flip that palm in your line of vision. As you inhale, reverse warrior. And with the exhale, we're cartwheeling the hands down to surround the right foot. Sweep that right foot back into your hovering plank. And if you want a little more, we'll take a hop off that left foot. As it lands, bend the elbows for Chaturanga. If you need to watch, just check it out. It's just a little hop, foot lands, elbows bend. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale into downward facing. Let's take one full round of breath here. Optional roll in and out of plank if you need some motion. And with your next inhale, lift your left leg up. With the exhale, it'll hop off the right foot. A few of those. Now you don't have to get high or hit a handstand. It can be just the toes barely off the mat, just a little playful, a little light. And with your next one, hop that left foot up between the hands, right foot back into your lunge. Just takes a few times. Next, inhale. So the left foot is forward. Reach the arms up, press into the back toes. With the exhale, take your hovering lunge, crown ahead. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, and we'll open up to Virabhadrasana 2. And inhale to lighten up or widen your stance. And exhale to send the gaze forward, flip the left palm up. Inhale for reverse warrior. And with the exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Sweep the left leg back into your three-legged plank. Optional hop off the right foot. Elbows bend as you land. And an inhale for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. A couple of breaths here. Still or moving, totally up to you. With your next inhale in down dog, lift up onto your toes. See the shoulders stack over the wrist. With the exhale, spring low. Empty of breath. Step or hop forward, striving to get the hips up high. And with the inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, and we'll roll up to stand. Exhaling, roll your shoulders back. Interlace hands at the sacrum. With your inhale, bend your knees into a modified chair. Nice lift of the heart. You can stay here, or with the exhale, roll down over the legs. Clasp can rest on the lower back or lift way up overhead if it feels good. With your inhale, come back into that original modified chair. Let's do it again. If you're with me, with the exhale, roll over the legs. And with the inhale, chair. One more time. Exhale to roll. Give a squeeze to the hands if they're interlaced. And with your inhale, make your way through that chair. Release the clasp, reach up for Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, fold down, Uttanasana, one more round. Inhale into Ardha. Exhale into half for full Chaturanga, or straight to down dog if you prefer a rest. Inhale for Cobra or up dog if you're flowing. Exhale, downward facing. All right, same as last time, maybe a little higher. With your inhale, lift the left leg. As you exhale, go for your hop switch. So the left foot's forward, right foot's back. Inhale, we'll reach up for Anjaneyasana. Exhale, sweep back into your hover. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, open wide, warrior two. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, set the gaze ahead, flip the front palm skyward. Inhale for reverse warrior. And with the exhale, we're cartwheeling down. Last option. Previous one you prefer, or you can sweep that left leg back into your three-legged plank. A little hop off of the right foot, a switch kick in the sky, and Chaturanga. Just a chance to get a little playful, a little light in your practice. Takes a few rounds of trying usually. But with an inhale, Cobra or up dog. Exhale into downward facing. Pause for a round of breath, or roll in and out of plank if you want it. And with your next inhale, lift the right leg. As you exhale, bend in the standing knee. Take your hop, switch. Right foot lands forward. Inhale, and we'll reach up for Anjaney. Press into the back toes. With the exhale, let the arms swing back into your hover. Inhale, Anjaney. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. And inhale to adjust as you need. Exhaling, flip the front palm like you're holding a handful of breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Let the exhale carry you all the way to Chaturanga. Feeling free to sweep the right leg back, keep it lifted, or maybe go for your hop switch. Beautiful. Inhale as cobra or up dog. With the exhale, let's take child's pose. Deep breath in. Part your lips, let the exhale flow out. Stay for a few breaths, or with your next inhale, lift up onto your fingertips. With the exhale, you've got the option to crawl them off the right edge of the mat. You can send the hips slightly to the left. If you need a little more, cross the left wrist over the right. Breathe in and out. Next inhale. Make your way through the center. And with the exhale, take it to the left if you're going. Maybe the right hand crosses over the left wrist this time. Deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, center up. With the exhale, slide the arms back alongside the hips so the shoulders can fully melt over the knees. You might add a little pressure to the brow against the mat for one breath in and out. With your inhale, slowly roll up to seated on the knees, Virasana. With the exhale, roll your shoulders back. Inhaling, reach up, interlace all the fingers. With the exhale, draw that fist down to the heart. As you inhale, take that liquid dance through the hands. Exhaling, flip the palms away, let the spine round now like cat pose. As you inhale, press the hands up. And with the exhale, just let them flutter down to the sides. As you do, sit off onto the left hip. Good. And now you're just going to step the right foot over the left knee. Slide the right elbow beneath that knee. Actually, you'll probably need to have the left knee out, the right foot more centered to get the grip you're going for. You're just using the scrunch of the knee on the forearm. Good, for a little massage. Sometimes it helps to drop the left hand behind you to help you sit up straighter. With an inhale, open up that right hand, spread the fingers wide apart. With the exhale, squeeze it into a fist. Inhale. And exhale. With your next inhalation, slide that right hand out from under the leg. Take it behind you. Lift the left arm up to the sky. The exhale, take a twist to your right. So the left elbow can hook onto the right knee if you'd like. Deep breath in. Slow breath out, and you might even take the gaze back over the right shoulder. Your next inhale, turn the gaze forward. Your exhale, unwind. Take the hands over to the left edge of the mat. Bend the elbows for a gentle counter twist. As you inhale, press into your hands. Stand up onto your feet. With the exhale, you'll pivot on the feet. Walk the hands around them, anti-clockwise circle, until you spin all the way back around to the front of the mat and sit. Now with the left knee on top. Scoop the left elbow beneath that knee. You might lift the left leg to get a better grip for your massage. You might drop the right fingers behind you to sit up straighter. Just experiment a little bit with what works. And then with an inhale, open up the left palm, spread the fingers wide apart. See if you can get any more squeeze. With the exhale, curl the fingers into a fist. Inhaling, the hand opens, you're expanding. Exhale, you squeeze with the contraction. Now release. With the inhale, take the left fingers behind you. Feel the blood rush back into them. Right arm toward the sky. Exhale into your twist. Deep breath in. And slowly let it out. As you inhale, turn the gaze forward. Exhale and the hands cruise over to the right edge of the mat. Elbows bend for your counter twist. Stay seated this time. As you inhale, just sit up. We'll drop the left hand over to the left edge of the mat. And you're going to plant the right foot beneath the left. Now the fingers spinning in toward the hips. Exhale. Lift the hips into a reverse tabletop. Stay for a cycle of breath. You're welcome to drop the head back if that's okay on your neck right now. With your next inhale, squeeze your chin to your chest. As you exhale, send the hips toward the heels. Yeah. And then lower down onto your forearms. All the way onto your back. And just pause for a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Good. Now, with your next inhalation, you choose. If you'd like to keep the knees as they are, maybe allow them to knock together. Or if you'd like to let the knees flop open, the soles of the feet unite in Supta Baddha Konasana. We didn't really do any hip openings, so if you need it, go for it. Or of course, you're welcome to slide the heels out toward the front corners of the mat for a full Shavasana. But whichever position you've chosen, I encourage you to bring your hands to your hips. The thumbs wrap around the back, lower back. Use them to scoot the hips toward the heels, like you could lengthen your own lower back. Good, and now bring the hands up to cradle the head, just like we did in that original forward fold. Use the thumbs to massage the neck. With your next inhalation, leave the left hand as it is. Just slide the right hand out from beneath the head. Use it to massage the upper part of the left arm. Really give it a good squeeze. It's worked hard. From the armpit all the way to the elbow. With the exhale,
Take that from the elbow down to the wrist. Now really using the thumb to dig into the forearm. As you inhale, bring the right hand back to cradle the head. The left hand goes for the upper part of the right arm, that massage, all the way to the elbow. And the exhale, finish it off, massaging down to the wrist. And then gently use that grip on the right wrist to slide the right hand from beneath the head. And you can rest the palms on the body or lay them down alongside of you for your final rest. Take any wiggles at all that you need to get cozier. Let the eyes flutter closed if that works for you right now. Take a deep breath in through your nose, as if you were drawing it in through the crown of the head. The eyes soften in the sockets, jaw slackens, tongue loosens. Open up your mouth, sigh the exhale away. Feel the neck release, shoulders melt, arms become heavy. The next inhale starts in the heart, expands from the lungs through the rib cage to the outermost edges of you. Through parted lips, with a little force, blow the exhale away, as if you could propel effort from the thoracic spine, through the lumbar, all the way down into the sacrum where it's absorbed by the earth. And from the earth, the next inhale rises up through the pelvis. The hips soften. Through the nose, the next exhalation flows, pressing any lingering effort from the thighs, past the knees, beyond the calves, out of the feet. Now begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. If you're in a good position to rotate your ankles and wrists, if it would feel good, make your way into a big long stretch. Legs together, toes spread, arms spiral up overhead. Breathe in. As you exhale, hug the knees into the chest. With an inhale, take a sway from side to side. Exhaling, rock all the way onto the right side. Left hand meets the earth in front of the heart. Press into it. As you inhale, lift up. Maybe into the seated position where you began. Complete cycle. With an exhale, roll your shoulders back. Flip your palms skyward, thumb and forefinger unite in chin mudra. Follow the inhale from the roots all the way up the central energy channel, out through the crown of the head. And with the exhalation, feel everything soften, from the jaw to the shoulders, hands to the hips. As you inhale, Unite your palms at heart center. Let your thumbs rest against the chest just to pick up the heartbeat. Exhaling, float the hands from the heart to the head. Now the forehead rests against the thumbs. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.